up? I'm here hanging out with my friend Anthony from Data Dive and Seller Systems, and we are talking about a really cool event that is coming up in the middle of January. I'm going to be there. Anthony's going to be there. And before I tell you what this event is, there are a lot of events, and people are always reaching out to me and saying, Amy, what events should I go to? What events are the good ones? What should I do, right? So this event we're going to be talking about today, the tagline of this event is no hype, no fluff. And a lot of the events that you go to, you have like basically a bunch of sales pitches happening, right? And people getting up on stage and just like, hey, you should use my software, or hey, you should do this, or and it's not exactly actionable content, like something that you can literally like leave from that event and go, oh my gosh, I can make my business better right now. And this event put on by our amazing friend Brandon Young, and of course Anthony and the folks over at Data Dive and Seller Systems. This event, Camp eCom, happening in the middle of January, so January 14th through the 16th in Orlando, Florida, is going to be just that, actionable content, actually hanging out for a few days on different tracks and learning. So Anthony, this is your second event, second Camp eCom, and why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what the event is all about and what they can expect?
Absolutely. And thanks for having me on, Amy. We see each other at a lot of events all over the world. And when we made Camp Ecom for the first time last year, we wanted to take the elements that we like most about events and remove any of the elements we didn't really like about events. And so, like you said, it's just 2 days of, well, really 3 days. The first day, I'll get into this in a minute. It's really 2 days of actionable content. So the speaker lineup are likely speakers you've never heard of before. Most of them are students inside of Inner Circle, people who are actively selling. And it's not sales pitches. We've broken everything down into 3 different tracks. So we have a pre-launch track, a post-launch track, and an executive track. And it's really just step-by-step guides on if you're launching a product, here's the process you're going to go through to launch a product. After you've launched a product and you're in that post-launch phase, what do you have to do to optimize and grow those brands? And then the executive track is for the larger sellers out there that are already selling more than $1 million a year. And this isn't even so much about Amazon as it is about business management, scaling the team, budget requirements, cash flow forecasting. And it's just a really solid event all around. The talks, what we try to do is about 20 to 30 minutes of presentation, followed by about 45 to 60 minutes of interactive. So with almost every section, every module, there's going to be an interactive portion where you're not even listening to someone speak. You're there like with a workbook, you've got your laptop out and you're actually implementing the same steps that you would do in your business there. It's very much like a classroom style. On that first day, we do this speed, we call it Camp Ecom. It has a camp theme. So we have like a speed networking around campfires. So you're roasting s'mores. We find that the content itself, it's supposed to make you feel exhausted by the end. It's really nonstop. And so in the end, after the days are over, there's time to network. You get to interact with the people who are at the attendees at the event, and you're going to get to like swap ideas. And I find that it's more than just surface level networking. Hey, what's your business doing? Because you've actually been sitting there in the room working for the entire day, you're really breaking down a lot more of the detailed things about what you're doing. It's a great event. Yeah, I'm really excited that we're going to have you there as well.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be there. I didn't get to come last year. I don't remember. I think I was at a different event. There was something else going on at the time where I couldn't make it. So I was so excited to be able to make it this year because I heard great things about it. And it's just that it's not that we're just going to go sit in a room and listen to talks. We're going to go and learn so much. I know for me in my business, what is, the most important thing for me is that post-launch track, the things that I can be doing to further optimize my products to make sure that things are that's where I'm at with my business, right? I don't have a lot of new launches happening right now. It is how can I learn those little things I'm probably doing a lot of them because I go to a lot of events and learn a lot of things. But I know that attending a workshop like this and seeing kind of inside other people's businesses as well, and just doing that networking and going, oh, that's what I do. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Oh, that hadn't even occurred to me, right? So I'm very excited to learn. And then also, what's cool about the networking at the end of the days, and I noticed that on the website, your testimonials, people really liked the networking. Of course, they got a lot of actionable content, but like you were saying, like being able to network at the end of the day and go, okay, what was your aha moment? What did you learn today that really, really helped you? And what's cool about your networking is you guys are bringing everybody back together. So I might not have been in the executive track that day, right? But then if I'm networking with somebody who was, and they had an aha moment, and that's like the next thing that I'm looking to improve, oh, wow, I'm going to look into that. I'm going to, connect with that person. I'm going to learn more about that. So not only that, but maybe somebody in the launch track, the pre-launch track that's preparing for launch, maybe they learn something and I network with them at the end of the day and I'm like, oh, okay, I need to learn more about that, right, for my next launch. So even if you're in a specific track, it sounds like we're going to be able to also learn from people that are in different tracks, and we're going to take a lot away from the event.
And that's absolutely right. And the thing that I really find I do a lot of networking is the reason Camp Ecom's a bit different is because this just gives you a lot more to talk about, right? When you're sitting there, you might be sitting next to someone and say, hey, what's up? I'm Anthony. You watch the presenter speak, you watch another presenter speak. But a lot of the times you're actually going to be interacting with groups inside of your track. So you're not just going to get trust and gain trust with the people that you're directly working with. But like you're saying, when we break out, when we have our lunches, when we have our breaks, when we have the networking events in the evening, you're with people that are outside of your track. And I think it just increases the level of trust, increases everyone's level of vulnerability that sometimes people are a little bit tightly guarded. At Camp Ecom, we, in the evening, the hotel tells us, hey, you got to be done by whatever time. And people are like, we don't want to go back. We want to keep talking. We want to keep hashing it out, swapping ideas. So it's a very there's a lot of camaraderie, a lot of trust, and a lot of vulnerability, I think, which is where some of the best insights come from.
I love it. Well, I'm going to share my screen and show everybody how they can learn more about Camp Ecom and how they can sign up. You guys, let me just click the share screen button here. If you're interested in Camp Ecom, you can go to campecom.com. And right here, you can see all of the information here, January 14th through 16th at the DoubleTree in SeaWorld Orlando. Really, really awesome hotel. And you guys have a discounted hotel rates as well. So right here, there's like, you can click and book your hotel as well as your tickets. We've got just 30 days until the event, so I love the countdown. You guys can watch the videos here, read some of the amazing testimonials. This one, I loved what Tip said. She said, it's amazing. The magic isn't just the workshops, but also the networking after every night. We stayed until midnight every night talking to other sellers and exchanging resources and stories. I can't wait for next year. So that was it. That's what we were just talking about, right? It's just not just the actionable steps, but like the networking is so exciting because of those actionable steps, right? And we've got amazing lineup of speakers. I recognize some of these faces, but they do not speak at every event. Like these are some heavy hitters you have. So love that Jen is going to be in the executive track. Love it, love it, love it. Love that Brandon's going to be in post-launch. I want to hang out there. Also, Josh Hadley, incredible. I've learned so much from him about hiring and growth. I mean, he's got that down. And so, honestly, I took a course in hiring, and I had Josh Hadley come and speak in my mastermind group about hiring. And literally, like, in 1 hour, I learned more from him and more actionable tips on hiring and growing my business in that 1 hour of him speaking than the entire hiring course I took.
He's a genius. Yeah, that guy's brilliant.
Yeah. And I mean, Janelle Page, are you kidding me? She's
Ooh.
amazing. She's incredible. She has grown so many brands. she does things that the rest of us are like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that? Like, it's
I'll be
obvious.
Janelle Page when I grow up. She's so
I
cool.
I know it's obvious, it's smart. Like, there's so many things you can learn from her. So excited about that. And then, of course, Admar Almeida, the CEO of Coaching International. Like, I mean, don't you want to learn from
He's,
the best
he's
coaches?
the guy who, like, he's Brandon's CEO coach. He's leading the executive track. So for anyone with like $1 million plus business that wants, Brandon's going to do about 30 million on Amazon this year. A big reason that like Data Dive, Seller Systems, and the product business is getting so big now is because Brandon spent a lot of money and a lot of time with Ojamar, and this guy is like, he'll show you how to grow your business. What are the barriers? How to set goals in the future. If you have a $1 million business and you want to get to $10 million, he'll help you set that goal, work backwards. And what do I need to do from going from an individual or a small team to have a legit organization to be a multi-million-dollar company?
It's incredible. I cannot wait. I wish I could just bring along some electrodes to just like hook up to Omar's brain so that I can just like absorb all of it. Um, maybe I can train a GPT to, give me all the answers, but amazing. And then we've got Kirsten Wilms, really, really great name talking about post-launch and growth, right? I know this guy, Raphael, he just won the hacks contest for our last holiday hacks competition. So he's really great with content and he has a lot of really great content hacks. So that's awesome. I mean, I can't even like you guys, this guy, man, Mo, he's incredible as well. I've known him for a couple of years and he's just really Claudius is amazing, super smart. Like he just kind of came out of nowhere, didn't he?
Yeah.
And we were all just
He's
like,
going to
where
be
did you
talking.
come from? You're awesome. Tell us everything.
And he's so young. He's going to be talking about a case study in pre-launch. He took a seller that was doing 50 grand a month and is now doing $30 million just on one product in 1 year. So he's got a lot of really cool strategies. There's more speakers here too. Like I've been working on content with Brandon for the last week, and we're finalizing the lineup. Like these are all. I mean, it's the content is going to be amazing. This is something we really pride ourselves on. It's not pitches. Very few, if any, sponsors are speaking, and if they are, like we're vetting the content ourselves. It's not like people. It's not like it's pay to play. Here's some money. We're gonna like pitch our product. It's all actionable insights. It's gonna be top notch.
Incredible. I'm so excited. Like, so you guys check it out here. You can sign up here at campecom.com. I want to be in all the tracks at once, and obviously I can't be, but I know from the networking, I'm going to be able to catch up and network with a lot of these folks. And so you guys, the ticket pricing is incredible for 2 days of like 2 full days, really like 2.5, like full days of content. You are going to get back the money for your ticket in like 1 minute, like just one conversation, just one connection you make, just one learning point. I mean, are you kidding me? I've made $20,000 mistakes in my e-commerce business. Like, if I could pay $1,000, you pay coaches sometimes $1,000 an hour. Like
Yeah.
you're getting incredible level of connections, content, learning for 2.5 days for $1,000, and you can save $100 if you use code Amy. Right? So $900, you guys. Are you kidding me?
It'll be the best $900 you spent this year. Like, save yourself, regardless of if you're pre-launch, post-launch executive. Nobody who comes to this event, we did a satisfaction survey. It was like 98, maybe 97%, I think it was, of people who said that they were going to be returning next year. Like, it is going to be the best money you spend. It's going to save you a lot. It's going to help you grow your brand.
It's amazing. Yes. So, and then of course, if you need to book the hotel, you can stay right at the DoubleTree. So
Don't
they've
have to go
got,
anywhere. You just walk downstairs. You're at the conference.
yep, I'm already booked. I'm ready to go. So I will see you guys there. Definitely check it out. Thank you, Anthony, for spending some time with me here to talk about this event. I think that people need to just hurry up and get signed up. So campecom.com, you guys, and use code Amy to save $100. And I will see you there the 14th, right? It's the 14th, right? The 14th.
14 to 16, yep.
14th through the 16th of January. Let's go, Orlando. All right. Have a good day. Thank
Thanks
you.
so much, Amy.